So if you're a business owner and you're struggling on what kind of content you should be creating for social media, then keep watching this video. Today, I'm gonna be breaking down the exact content creation process that my team and I use in order to generate 1 billion views for our clients. My name is Alexei and I run a content marketing company, specifically helping creators, founders, and entrepreneurs build their personal brand online and then monetize their attention. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. When it comes to coming up with content, what it really boils down to are 3 different purposes. And all the content that I put out and my clients put out, who are coaches, consultants, selling high ticket products or services, must serve these purposes. And those purposes are, number 1, the content has to be educational and building trust. Number 2, entertainment. And number 3, inspire. Let's go through each and every one. So the first one is the educational and building trust pillar. So this kind of content is the biggest and most important category as an entrepreneur / coach selling a high ticket product or service. You need to build what we like to call credibility. We're going into a time where a lot of people are becoming more and more sales resistant. So we need to find a way where we can build that trust without being too salesy. Sharing educational content allows coaches to showcase their expertise. If you're someone who has experience in your own field, you want to be able to show people that you know what the heck you're talking about. Demonstrating knowledge in a bite-sized video can help build trust and credibility with a potential audience, making them more likely to consider purchasing from you. You need to teach them something of value. And now you're probably thinking, okay, great, teach them something of value. What does that even mean? Well, it means that you need to educate your viewers who have specific pain points that your service or product can solve. Let's pretend you are a dating coach. So how can you get people to buy into your dating coaching services? Well, you need to convince them that you are someone who has expertise, how to build confidence, how to talk to women / men, how to text women / men, how to overcome anxiety when talking to men / women. And the best type of educational / trust building piece is client success stories. Moving on to the next pillar, entertainment. We're not going to be doing any silly dances in front of the camera, but at the end of the day, 90% of coaches and entrepreneurs who are putting out content are all doing the exact same thing. Number 1, which is giving generic advice. Number 2 is a talking head video, kind of like these ones. And number 3, having a mundane personality. So the first one is giving generic advice. Now, this is probably one of the biggest mistakes coaches and entrepreneurs make. Let me give you an example using the dating coach persona. 3 ways to look more confident so you can attract women. Number 1, work out to get a good physique. Number 2, always maintain a good posture. And number 3, avoid negative thoughts. So from this example right here, you can kind of tell that all the answers are surface level. So if I were a dating coach, here's how I would script it. Women will want you to implement these 3 tips to look more confident. Number 1, you need to start working out. Most women find men with good physique to appear more confident because it signifies that they're dedicated to putting their health first. Number 2, your body language says it all. Maintain eye contact, lean forward to show you are listening, keep your head and back straight so you can appear more confident. And number 3 is be positive. You have nothing to lose. Worst case, you get rejected, and that doesn't matter because there are thousands of other women out there. You see how there's a lot more meat on the bone, and it's not just giving you very basic answers. You can actually take it a step further by giving step-by-step tips. So for example, for start working out, you can talk about what your split should be, whether it be a pull, push, leg day, or whatever the case may be. For number 3, for being positive, you can suggest some books that the person could read in order to develop that kind of mindset. Always try to be as specific as possible when you're creating content. I don't care if you don't want to give away your secret sauce. That's why you see a lot of people out there in the space who are just giving out 10-hour master classes for free when back in the day, people would be charging $10,000 for that advice. Next one is the talking head video. You can still get away with creating talking head videos by having great editing and a good script. But again, this is an opportunity for you to be different. So one thing we like to teach our clients is the art of storytelling and using more B-roll in their content. It's a little hard to explain, so I'll just give you what my business partner Brian had created for one of our clients. And by the way, this document will be linked down below in my description so that you can kind of take a look at this yourself. He has really awesome tips about the storytelling and also has a storytelling template as well. The third pillar is the inspiration pillar. So number 1, empower and encourage, provide actionable steps or takeaways that they can implement in their lives. Incorporate quotes from well-known figures or relevant examples that support your message. Emotional appeal to the emotions of your audience. Use storytelling, music, or visuals to invoke feelings of hope, determination, or even joy. 4 and 5, maintain a positive tone and make your content relatable by acknowledging common struggle and insecurities. Show that you understand your audience's journey. So a really good piece of content you can make right now that can spark inspiration is talking about your why. For first one is, what is your journey, your biggest struggles, and your biggest wins? If you can kind of create content around these three things, those can invoke some inspiration in your ideal audience. So I'll give you a quick example of what I mean. So Harrison, 46.1 thousand followers. I've been helping him out with some of his content. An example of an inspirational post is this kind of post right here, where he talked about his life and how he made big investments, and every time he made an investment, he was able to double his income. Another piece of content right here where he talks about how he grew up. He was involved with drugs and crime, making $20,000 a year. Fast forward to now, spending $55,000 a month just on payroll, which is pretty freaking inspirational, right? And then you can kind of tell from the account too, you can see some other types of content that I've already broken down. There's some entertaining videos in here. He posts a lot of videos about his expertise on sales, running ads to your social media account. All right, so moving on to optimizing your content. Now that you know what type of content you should be creating, before that, pro tip, make sure you distribute your content on all social media platforms. Now, this is a secret sauce and how you can keep growing your brand, doubling down on exactly what your market wants. The first month of content posting is really just testing which piece of content sticks with the audience. If a handful of topics of the batch of 20 you posted performs well, this is really an indicator to create more of that type of content. Now, the most important KPI to look out for is your watch retention. See where your viewers are dropping off and make adjustments with your next piece of content. Try out different hooks, cutting off certain seconds of the video. Whatever you can do to make it a little different will go a long way with watch retention. The biggest thing people really struggle on is consistently posting content. Post content consistently for at least 6 months. Month 1 to 2, testing different pieces of content. Month 3 to 4, doubling down on winning content. And month 5 to 6, triple down on your content. Now, I can't promise you that you will make thousands of dollars in 6 months, but I can promise you that you will ultimately be seen as someone with a reputable brand. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you want to learn more of. I'll see you next time.